What up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. Y'all see I got a fresh new haircut, right in the sunlight too. I'm looking super smooth, looking super fresh, looking super clean. Anyways, yeah, I'm grateful I got a haircut finally. It's been a little while. And I'm also looking to get away from all these helicopters, planes, beeps, horns, sirens, etc., etc. It's like it never stops. Whenever I want to start, boom, it starts. But guess what? That's just the way it is, right? That's the way the world is. So at least I'm the one bold enough to peacefully share, through YouTube. So that's what I'm doing. Anyways, like, maybe some of these ideas I'm expressing, maybe this will rub off on, well, I know, not even maybe, just like I have a supporter, she's saying, I will, and that's true. I will rub off some of these great ideas onto other people, you know what I mean? Like simple stuff like me talking about the planes and stuff like that. Like, I get it. Planes are big, whatever, engines, turbines, all that. I don't know everything, all the technical stuff about it. At the same time, guess what? We do have electrical cars, Tesla, stuff like that. So, like, this is an intelligent, healthy idea, civilized idea that will benefit the whole environment and humanity for us to be able to have more fuel efficient transportation. I'm talking about buses being electrical and or some type of natural gas or whatever. Not even gas, but like just electrical, to be honest. Same thing with the planes. It's ridiculous how loud they can be, and I'm just keeping it real. I don't know how all that works. I didn't create a plane. I know about the Wright brothers. Thank you for them. That's a great invention. I'm just saying, like, also it will be cool for us to improve that too. You know what I mean? That's what evolution is. That's what we've all, planet Earth has been here for many, many years, more than what they say. So guess what? We're constantly evolving. They talk about cavemen. They talk about us, us being like monkey species and gorillas, and like when we first started, and then over time, guess what? They made toilets, they made, books, we made all types of different stuff, all types of different races, all types of different nationalities. I'm just talking about the whole human race. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not getting deep into all this black, white crap. So anyways, the point I'm making is like, it would be cool to have a quieter world, to be honest. That's all I'm saying, okay? That's why I have to go off into this part of the wilderness to get some quiet. Because even in those other parts of the park, even those other parts of the park, of this trail, it's loud. You know what I mean? There's garbage trucks. You know what I mean? There's people rushing and racing. There's a lot of people, a lot of commotion, a lot of dog walkers, stuff like that. And for me, honestly, like, it's funny. I love to be appreciated and celebrated, but it's got to be truly from the heart space. You know what I mean? So that's why I was saying, like, for me, I'm cool with one love, and I'm grateful for any other additional love. Like, for me, how I've always been, I've always had this wisdom, this information, this advice, this, common sense stuff. The focus on the one in terms of love, when in dating and stuff like that. Some people want to have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a husband or wife or whatever, even when they're when they have been struggling just to get someone for so long, but then finally they get someone, and then guess what? They're playing games. They want to try to be greedy, and even though they barely have enough just to give to that one, they're still trying to like play games, do a love triangle, shady stuff, open relationship cheating type stuff. You know what I mean? Like forcing it, But the information I've always had from my wise mentors, who I'm on the same path of success, free spirits, you know, they've always said focus on the one. And that's what I've always done. That's why I'm always able to sleep well at night, because literally every woman who I've been with, I've always been faithful. I've always been loyal. I've always been honest. And I've always shown the best love possible. That's why it was actually funny for me to awaken myself for when there were, you know, big red flags or key indicators or huge bumps in the road that didn't add up. Or when I realized they were attempting to control me, thinking that they can possess and own me. That's when I had to really reclaim my own power and realize what was going on. And I'm like, wow, that's not really love. You know, for someone to think that they can possess or control or own me, you know, that's not cool. That's not love. So, but anyways, I'm not walking around with grudges. You know, I'm having a heavy heart. I'm not walking around with grudges. I'm walking around with the light heart. I'm walking around with the light heart. I'm walking around with the light heart. I'm not holding on to no grudges. I'm walking on with a light heart. Anyways, but with that being said, like, you know, I have been able to understand love is a higher vibration. And like I said, I've always been able to sleep. I'm always able to sleep well at night because, like, I've had pure intentions, you know? It doesn't mean I'm a goody-goody. It doesn't mean I'm Mr. Nice Guy. It just means, like, hey, I've been real about it. You know, I didn't have it all perfect or whatever, but at least I gave you some real stuff, you know? There may be some supermodels. There may be some, you know, celebrities, this and that. But guess what? They may not be faithful or loyal, you know? And that's the heart space right there. That would really hurt, you know, someone, like, deep down within when they're, you know, not being faithful or loyal. You know what I mean? Because that same karma is going to come back and get you. You know what I mean? So I'm just talking about simple stages, early stages. Keep it simple, you know? So I'm always keeping it as one love, you know, because it's simple. It's like, okay, we focus on each other. I'm barely, you know, I'm doing my work, you know, doing videos, on my mission, you know, providing, bringing some food, bringing simple things for the place we're living at, whatever, you know. And also working on my vision, my dream, my businesses, my aspirations, my plans, stuff like that, you know, combining both worlds, you know. And deep down, when I know how for me to be able to visualize and understand and to feel what I desire to have, to work myself up into, is for me to be able to be living out in a natural environment, you know, consistently. You know what I mean? Like a house out here, like some type of amazing natural setup, like that, you know. And for me to be able to even breathe even better, you know, because one, I'll genuinely be happy, you know, for like the environment I'm in. Two, I picture myself having financial stability and supreme wealth abundance. Three, you know, to have at least one spouse, my one, you know, companion lady, you know, who is willing to have a family with me, and just build it from that. Simple stuff like that. Because to be honest, like I said, with my whole rise of higher nature, you know, like, there was a lot of influence from the music industry, from entertainment, from random people, from the TV, etc., where it's like an agenda, like where they push, they're like, oh yeah, thinking that you can own, you know, love, thinking you can buy love, thinking that, you know, women are toys and men are toys and objects and stuff like that. You know, a heavy, lustful approach. You know what I mean? But then on my journey, I realized love ain't like that. You know what I mean? True love is given freely. And that's the truth of it, okay? Anybody else tells you different, they're lying. For real. True love is given freely. Like, for real, for real. It's just like unconditional. You don't even have to explain yourself. That's what true love is, honestly. That's what true love is. So, um, anyways, that's what that is. I know I was touching up on that, randomly speaking about it, but that had to come off my heart and soul to you, you know. But yeah, I'm out here. But yeah, like I said, the vision, the plan is to be out in a huge natural space, living out there consistently, stable, healthy, and just have a simple family setup, you know. Like early on, of course, well, all my life, I'm always going to be infatuated with women and loving women and whatnot, the beauty of women. At the same time, like, I've also had to, like, you know, tune myself, and also, like, surrender to the universe's plan, divine pathway that it has for me, you know, uniquely. You know what I mean? To understand and broaden my perspective of love, you know, like, for so long people think that love is fixed. You know, they think that you can just box someone up and be like, boom, hey, you're having my baby, you know, something like that. And it's not like that, you know, like, it naturally happens. And I'm saying this from first-hand experience, Authentic Squad. Even though there's a loud plane flying over, I'm saying from first-hand experience, Authentic Squad, you don't force love, for real. And this is coming from me, someone who's been becoming healthier and healthier than I've been in a long time. I was squeezing my foot in the shoe, in the door, so many times with thousands of ladies, you know what I'm saying? And I got curved, I got rejected, you know, this and that, and it didn't go where. But guess what? That's how this whole thing is a blessing, though, because I've noticed that instead of the quantity, I began to attract quality over quantity, you know. So that's why I started to realize we attract what we are, not what we want. Because if you're like, I want all this, you know, you sound real greedy. You sound obese and sick and fat, to be honest. You know, like, with that mentality, I'm keeping it real, though. You know, of course, you can have desires, this and that, wants, but you know what I mean, like greedy, a greedy type of vibe, greedy want. You know, you sound like you have a full plate and you're already, you know, like, your eyes are bigger than your stomach, you know, that kind of vibe. In terms of love, some people are like that, you know. I was kind of like that too, you know, when we're in our single days, single life, you know, hookups, parties, one night stands, you know, watching porn, going to the club, trying to party, trying to stay out late, trying to, you know, just follow everybody on social media, everything. But, like, deep down, none of that stuff was lasting. None of that stuff was stable. None of that stuff was consistent. You know, it was a lot of here today, gone tomorrow stuff. So then I got on my journey. I'm like, hey, you know what? First and foremost, I've got to heal myself. I got to feel healthy within me. And I've got to, you know, I've got to be in tune and on the right track to my true purpose, you know, so I can be right and be ready to do what I came here to do, you know, so that I'm a father, so that I'm successful, so that I'm constantly growing and able to provide abundance, you know, all of that. So I was like, hey, all right, let's get real. Let me detach from all these distractions. Who am I truly? And yeah, I did spend a whole lot of time in nature, you know, without the phone, without the dogs, without people. Like, I went many times alone and meditated in the jungle, in the forest, parks, different stuff, many times, you know. And I was like, okay, yeah, actually, I'm here to live a long life. I'm here to live beyond 100 years old, you know, and I will live beyond 100 years old. I'm living beyond 100 years old. This incarnation and all my incarnations. Okay, 2. Love is responsibility. Lust is, you know, fear. You know what I'm saying? Lust is just hit it and quit it. And you're fearful and you're running away, and it's not a good look. It's not a wise look. You know what I mean? But love is responsibility. That's the mutual agreement, the true commitment and partnership between two, you know. and it's very rare, but I'm doing it. And that's also goes hand in hand with the understanding of creation, like for being there for the child, the newborn, not just abandoning it, you know what I mean? But both parents being able to speak and communicate, so that they're on the same page and they make it work. That's real love. And I'm grateful to have two parents, and I'm grateful to, have also other people who have both of their parents. I value that. I feel like it's cool when people can stay together, when couples can stay together for 60, 70, 80 years and have children and grandchildren and so on and so on. I don't care if it's popular or not popular. I don't care if it's unpopular. I don't care. Like I said, I'm an old soul. I'm simple, so I'm just going forward. I'm being the flow, and I'm accepting of all the blessings on top of that. Like I always say, one love. I'm not out here being greedy. I always value at least just to have one love. Don't let this music and entertainment and TV and all this movies and stuff distract us, because believe me, I've attempted to do it, and like it doesn't work like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the universe gives us what we're ready for, when we're ready for it. That's true. You know what I mean? So like, that's why I'm saying it's important for us always to be grateful and present, and just that simple stuff, being grateful and present, and you never know what the universe can bless us with on top of that. So that's how I walk forward. I'm like, whatever comes, I'm letting it come. Whatever stays, I'm letting it stay. Whatever's gone, I'm letting it go, and I'm letting it be gone. That's that. You know what I mean? I'm focused on being a businessman. I'm focused on that. You know what I mean? So like, that simple stuff. That's how I move forward. People wonder how I'm so simple, how I'm so chill, how I'm so calm, how I'm so healthy. That's how, by being old school, by being legit, and by being real. That's how, being honest. That's how, that's how I move forward. And then up until now, all the women who, took me for granted, who didn't want to be with me, who didn't truly accept me for who I am, who were blind to my greatness, it's their loss. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm moving forward with a light heart. I'm moving forward with a light heart. Every day I'm waking up with a light heart, and I have no grudges with anyone, because, as I always say, I'm grateful for one love. You know what I mean? I'm not here to be greedy. I've always been saying thank you, especially on this awakening, this 3-year vegan awakening. Every day I've said thank you, a whole lot of times. Every day I'm giving massages, to the one I love, Every day, I'm sharing a whole bunch of intimacy and romantic, chivalrous facts, you know what I mean? Giving good vibes, uplifting, loving vibes, high vibes, lifting her spirits up. The queen, you know what I mean? Making food for her, making the bed for us, writing letters, love letters, cooking, cleaning, taking out the trash, driving us far distances, far distances. I'm talking about many hours. Me driving only to see them for a few minutes. The list goes on. Like getting all types of different vegan food and herbal supplements, meditation, sharing, giving flowers, like doing everything, expressing what's on my heart and soul, truly being real, being loyal, being committed, being faithful, just being me, on one take. Like, that's how I'm able to sleep peacefully at night, because I've done that simple stuff, which I'm supposed to do. And whenever they don't want to be in my life anymore, I've learned not to take it personally. I've learned not to even be hurt by it. And I've learned to not let that control me, to learn that that's not real love, to learn that that's a lie, that real love is who is there for you. It's not the ones who's, sending a whole bunch of hate, and it's not the ones that's running away, blocking you out of their life. Real love is where they are present. They're there. You call them. They love you. You love them. They're grateful and appreciative for you, and you are for them. You're giving to them. They're giving to you, and y'all are there. And it's very rare. That's why they say the twin flame is like the pinnacle, But like, I'm willing to have it. You know what I mean? For real. Because I'm simple. And yeah, so that's what real true love is. And yes, I'm always learning, I'm always growing, I'm always evolving. But I'm just saying, up to now, I'm still able, and I'm still a valid being. I still have a valid voice, and I'm sharing it to help out others along their voyage. And I'm also shifting mass consciousness because I am highly awakened. So anyways, that's that. Don't care what anybody thinks. Let go of society's expectations. They're going to judge you anyways. Just know that freedom is your birthright. Nobody can control you. Nobody's opinion even brings you a paycheck, so it's pointless for someone to analyze, criticize, and judge you in the first place. So always be you. Realize what true real love is. It's simple. It's unconditional, and you feel appreciated. And it's not a bunch of stress, And even if they do ruffle your feathers a tad bit, you already know your own full extent of ignorance. So you know what lines not to cross to prevent yourself from escalating stuff and stressing your own self out. And you already know your own worth. So you're like, wow, I'm not about to put up with mediocrity. I'm not about to put up with someone who's disrespecting me, being unappreciative, trying to control me, being ungrateful, always trying to change me, always, talking down on me, this and that. No, I'm not going to put up with that. I'm only going to look to be around someone and people who are uplifting my spirit, who are grateful, who are saying thank you, and who are honest and truly compassionate every day. So that's that. Anyway, so again, this is all on an empty stomach, fresh new haircut, fresh new day. I'm raising the frequency for real. I'm becoming who I came here to be. I'm remembering who I truly am. So it's awesome to see the whole metamorphosis process within myself, and then also throughout the ecosystem. And right there, the dog started to jump because there was a squirrel hopping around, and it tried to chase the squirrel. And another time, if you might see a little tug or pull here or there, it's because sometimes we'll be walking and the dog will sometimes tug or pull. But anyways, if you're a dog lover, you already know about that. So it's all types of different animals: rabbits, squirrels, bobcats, coyotes, lizards, snakes, insects. So I'm a vegan for 3 years, so I love all animals by not consuming them. So anyways, thank you all for watching. Y'all have an amazing day. YouTube.com/help make a difference. Eternal Authenticity. Follow us on Instagram at Eternal Authenticity. Check out the links below. Help us out. We'll help you out with health and wellness consultations. It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. Peace.